talk about this hip hop Billboard list that came out a couple weeks ago. So I was watching the Joe Budden podcast, and I heard them talking about this, which kind of piqued my interest, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think they did top 50 or top 100.
Top 40.
Is it 40?
Yeah, top 40 rappers of all time.
Of all time. So let's start with the top 10. I think we had Jay-Z at 1.
Boo.
We had Kendrick Lamar at 2.
Okay, that's really boo.
We had, I think, Eminem at 3.
I think so, yeah.
Eminem at 3.
Mm-hmm.
Pac at 4. Biggie at 5. This might be wrong. I'm all over the place right now.
No, Eminem at number 5. Tupac number 4. You were right.
Yep.
And number 6 is Biggie.
Oh, Biggie.
Number 7 is Lil Wayne.
Right. Number 8.
Number 8 is Drake.
Number 9 was Snoop. I remember Snoop.
Yep. And number 10 is Nicki Minaj.
All right. What you think about that?
This list is a fucking disaster. Like everything else. Okay, Jay-Z, I get it. Number 1. That's fine. No issue there. Kendrick Lamar, fuck no.
No, bro.
You too early. Like, nah.
Kendrick Lamar is not top 50. Get his ass out of there. I cannot stand his music or any of his genre, his style, his vibe. Kendrick Lamar is not top 50. You can't name me 3 hot Kendrick Lamar albums right now.
I can't even name you one. Because I don't follow him like that. So my opinion doesn't really matter in this regard, but I don't consider this motherfucker number 2. You cannot be ahead of Biggie, Pac, Eminem, and Nas.
No. So can we agree on Hov being number 1?
That's fine. He got that.
Yeah. Hov the GOAT. That's my guy.
Jay-Z got it. All right, number 1 is solidified.
Yep.
Nicki Minaj absolutely does not belong in number 10.
Get the
fuck out of here.
But wait, let's start.
Kendrick Lamar don't belong. Other people, okay, I kind of get it.
Let's go to number 3. Number 3 was
Nas.
Yeah, I gotta leave Nas there. Nas was that man. He's a lyricist.
Yeah,
he's naturally
leave him there.
Yep.
Leave him there.
4.
But number 2, absolutely not, without shadow of doubt. No.
Nah, he's out.
Who do you think does belong though in number 2?
My number 2 is Big.
I would push Big up too.
Big is number 2. I don't know
but I would push. Sorry, I would push Lil Wayne up. He got to be top 5.
Well, yeah. I get Lil Wayne. I would put Lil Wayne probably at number 5 because what I do is Hov at 1,
mm-hmm.
Big at 2.
Mm-hmm.
I even leave Nas at 3.
Yeah, that's a neutral position.
And then Pac at 4,
mm-hmm.
and then Wayne at 5.
Yeah,
that's where I'm going.
Yeah, I would put Eminem at number 6.
Yeah,
I'll put him at number 6, and
sure.
You gotta move out Wayne
for sure.
At least in the top 5. Otherwise, that should be disrespectful.
Yeah,
as fuck.
He 5. He 5. When I'm thinking about it, I go by pure just talent when it comes to putting a mic in front of your face, no music, on the street corner, who can spit the best rhymes and raps.
Yeah,
and that's the list that I go. Hov and Big was the best at that. Now, personality-wise, Pac got it, right? Pac, he was a personality. He was an entertainer. You know what I mean? His personality was more bold and brandish, right? So that got him fans. And obviously, he made good music, but he's up there. And then when you think about music overall and album-wise and sales and songs, you got to put Wayne up there at 5. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Dude, this guy almost ruled a decade.
Yeah, for sure.
From 2007, I would say, to up to 2015,
for sure,
it was literally Lil Wayne. Every song was him.
All of them.
He was featuring in all the hottest songs. When Young Money was the hottest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if someone was that hot for that long, for a decade, is a long time to be relevant in the music industry.
For sure,
you got to be top 5.
Got to, and then to mention. His team. Look who he's brought up under him. Now, I mean, you can probably give Birdman some credit and Young Money some credit for the team.
I mean, he fondled them, but it's okay. That was all for love, you know?
Exactly. Exactly. But Drake...
Fatherly love.
Exactly. But Drake and then Nicki Minaj, I mean, them two are the greatest to ever do it. And that's another one. Bro,
Nicki Minaj don't belong number 10.
No, not Nicki. You got to put Drake at 10.
Yeah, Drake is fine.
You got to put
Drake. Yeah, because he's been hot since 2007.
Bro, that man, he's the LeBron James of hip hop.
Yeah, because he's been hot for a good 15 years. That's a long time.
For sure.
15, and he's had several albums.
Yep.
You know, some are misses, but it's okay. But he had bangers, and no, he absolutely, definitely belongs. He's a global superstar.
Yeah.
And he belongs in the top 10 easily. But Nicki Minaj, no. Fuck no. And I went through the whole 40 list. I did not see Big L.
Yeah,
Big L was not mentioned.
It wasn't. Actually, it wasn't.
I'm like, bro, you can't have top 40 if Big L is not there.
You can't.
This motherfucker was the greatest freestyle rapper of all time. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. You can listen to his shit on... he was a punchline king. He literally created punchlines.
Well, what I think they did was, I think based off what the Joe Budden podcast said, they were doing songs, albums, culture,
sales,
social media influence,
and
community influence,
and sales. I mean, the top 10 that you see right now did have a lot of sales. They sell a lot of fucking records,
bro. But Kendrick trash, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He don't belong. That's an agreed statement. Like, this motherfucker needs to be okay. He can be somewhere in the top 40. I don't care. Just push him somewhere. But he's not in the top 10.
He not. And as much as we hate him, as disrespectful and I guess left that he's no went or right, depending on.
He's a good soundtrack rapper.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Kanye.
Oh yes.
How you not have Kanye in the top 10? How do you not have Kanye?
But bro, like, if you're gonna put everybody in the top 10, like, who do we take out?
No, I'm about to tell you. So we got M at 6.
Mm-hmm.
Who did you have at 7? I think did we talk about 7?
And number 7, according to their list, was Lil Wayne, but we pushed him up to number 5.
So then you put Drake there. You put Drake at 7, and then you gotta put. Well, actually,
you gotta remove Snoop then.
Yes, Snoop gone, bro. Snoop gone.
You gotta remove Snoop, and you gotta remove Nicki Minaj, and you gotta bring like 2 people up.
They both gone because
Rakim is not even fucking top 20.
Wait. Snoop gotta be gone because Snoop does not have better talent or records or impact on music than Kanye or Drake. He gotta go.
I know, but his flow is the most memorable, dog. Like,
we talking
the
about,
way he raps,
bro. I
don't think anybody rapped like him.
We talking about impact. And we talking about sales, and we talking about records.
No, Kanye West is number 11. Sorry.
Yeah, he got
to be top 10.
He got to go top 10. As much as we hate him, I mean,
Andre 3000 is number 12.
Bro, he should be number 1200. Get his ass out of there.
Andre 3000?
Bro, no, that man ain't got no talent, bro. Name me 3 songs. You can't name me 3 songs. Name me 3 songs. Andre 3000.
This dude is an amazing rapper.
You talking about the guy that wear the platforms and act like he ain't got no damn sense. Andre 3000.
I mean, he's a little goofy. He may be autistic. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he's a great rapper.
Name me 3 songs that's going to change the culture.
I Do, Walk It Out, International Player Anthem. These are all fucking nice.
Nah, bro. Nah. He ain't no 12. Get him out of there.
Okay, Rakim is number 13. LL Cool J, number 14.
I think that's
J. Cole, number 15. I don't agree with that.
Nope.
Push him down further. Scarface, number 16. 50 Cent, number 17. Fuck no, dog. 50 got to go up.
He got to go up.
50 got to be at least top 12.
Bro, the Get Rich or Die Trying album
changed the game.
That shit did change.
They were making some fluffy-ass spinners, and I got Louis Vuitton, all this dumb shit that Ja Rule was doing.
That shit changed.
And this motherfucker came up and started shooting everybody. Nobody.
He was getting shot. He was getting shot. That changed the game. Yeah. He got to be up. But we ain't finished, though. We got to go back. So you put Kanye at what, 7 or 8?
I don't know exactly where, but he's in the top 10.
So let's put Kanye at 7, Drake at 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got 2 spots up. We got 2 spots left. We missing somebody, though. Because we swapped 2 for 2.
No, we removed 2. We took out Nicki Minaj and we took out
Snoop.
Fucking Snoop.
And Kendrick.
Yeah.
So we should have 1 left then.
Yeah, I think I would probably put but the thing is, I can't put 50 Cent in the top 10 because
you can't put him top 10.
Get Rich or Die Trying was an I mean, it was just a phenomenal album. He sold like 15 fucking million records.
Yeah, not top 10.
But after that, I can't say.
He could
I don't know what was the other album. Get Rich or Die Trying, I think it was.
No, he had one, Massacre.
Something like that.
Yeah, Massacre. That was hot too though.
Yeah.
That shit was hot too.
Yeah, but he's in the top 12, but I don't think he's top 10.
Nah. So we
top 10. You just gotta be because once he got the money, 50 was like, "Fuck this rap game shit. I'm gonna be doing other stuff." And then I'm not hating on that. Good for you.
Which he should have did.
Yeah,
he's out.
But yeah, he's not. He's top 12, but not top 10.
Nah.
And yeah, absolutely, Nicki Minaj, Kendrick Lamar don't belong.
So we got
whatsoever.
So we got 2 free spots. We'll let the viewers.
Yeah, you guys pick your own list and put it in the comment section. You know, the 45 people that fucking follow us. Can you guys please subscribe to this fucking podcast? This is a hobby that might eventually turn into something, and we can't do shit if you sons of bitches don't subscribe.
Yeah, we go from hip hop to banging.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you look at the rest of that list, first, Ludacris got to be up higher.
Yeah,
got to be up higher, bro.
Yeah, Ludacris got to be higher.
DMX got to be higher.
DMX got to be higher, and Big L is not even on the fucking list. Like I said it before, I don't know. Fuck that fucking list.
I don't know how. Method Man, Redman, they got to be higher. I was Common.
Ice Cube is number 18. I think I'm fine with that. No, Ice Cube is the shit, dog.
Bro, when you talk about 18 rappers of all time, I don't even know an Ice Cube song. Maybe that's because it's before my time, but I don't even know an Ice.
Bro, you said Ice Cube. Fucking 60s.
My bad. I thought you meant Ice T.
No, Ice Cube. Oh, Ice T's. This motherfucker's born during the Industrial Revolution or something.
Yeah, Ice Cube. Yeah. He good at 18. He good at 18.
Big Daddy Kane is 20.
I'll leave him there. What's Scarface? Because I think
Scarface is 16.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, Scarface is actually ahead of 50 Cent.
I'll leave him there. I'll leave Scarface there.
Yeah, and after that they got what's the fuck? Ghostface Killer.
Ghostface was a beast.
Curtis Blow. They got KRS-One, Method Man, Redman.
Yep.
They got actually, one downsider. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Lauryn Hill, number 30. I think that's fine. Lauryn Hill Lil came at 31.
Yeah.
And then the one that I think it's a Chuck D, number 34. I don't know this old motherfucker.
No.
And Mos Def.
Bro, he got to be higher than 30. Mos Def and Common got to be higher.
Ludacris is 39.
Back up. How in the hell does Gucci Mane makes a top 50 or you say 40?
Yeah.
I thought it was 50, but top 40 rappers of Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane is number 38.
And Future on there too, ain't he?
Future's 35.
Bro, I'm done. Who making this shit up, bro? There's no way. Who making it? Bro, it's no way. These guys are elevator music rappers. There is no way out of all of the talent that the earth has given us in hip-hop rappers that Gucci Mane and Future are top 40. No way, bro. No way. They straight, but they ain't top 40 when you talking about talent.
No.
No way, bro. No way.
Yeah, no. But I kind of get what they're doing with this list because they do want people to talk about it.
Right. Exactly.
Because every now and then, I think you do got to shuffle up. Every 10 years, I think every decade, you got to figure out a new top 40, top 50 because 10 years is a long time.
Yeah.
To see someone's full body of work.
Yeah.
And if you can see, like, Kanye West has been active for a long time. Drake has been active. Lil Wayne has been active. So, I mean, these guys been here for a while. And they've been consistently good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, they've made their case.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're done with their career.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne is pretty much done.
Yep.
I think Drake might be up for, like, a little bit more, 5 years. And I think he'll phase out, too.
He's like LeBron. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine because you've been active since 2007.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
Fucking like 15, 16 years.
It's time to go.
Yeah. Most people don't even actually, most people are actually out within 5 years.
Yep.
So 15 years is actually a very long time.
Yep.
And that tells you how good that guy is.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I think every 10 years you probably get a new list.
Yeah, but I don't think
the top 10 is what matters.
Yeah.
The other is like, okay, you can rotate, whatever.
I don't think 5 changed though. 1 through 5 don't change.
It has to. It's some time or another it will change.
Who's gonna be better than Hova and Pac and Biggie?
I mean, I didn't say number one. Maybe you can rotate. Okay, let's say 5 for top 10.
Yeah, top 10 would change. Yeah, for sure. Top 10 would change.
Yeah. I mean, moving on to another topic, I want to get into probably a more exciting topic. Some guy named Alex Murdaugh. You know what I'm saying? He killed his son and his wife. He shot his son twice.
I don't know how that's more exciting, but yeah.
Well, this is America, you know.
Yeah.
You're buying a fucking hot dog from 7-Eleven, and then next thing you know, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You get your wig blown off.
Yep. That's 100%.
They're talking about it on Fox for 5 minutes, and it's over.
Then life goes on.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, this dude, finally got caught.
Finally, but bro, did you watch the trial? So I caught the tail end. It looked like Netflix has some type of series or special on.
Oh yeah, they're waiting. Netflix people, they're like, please, something happens.
Yeah.
They got the documentary ready. Boom, they released it.
Yeah, they was ready. But one, I mean, just looking at this guy already just from the outside, from the physical appearance, he looks like a fucking creeper. I don't know if I'm the only one who got those vibes, but this guy, he looks like he is capable of doing everything that he was convicted of. And then two, I mean, just watching the whole trial of him lying and changing his story and lying more and changing his story. And to see how his son and wife was murdered in the manner and way that they was murdered.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, there is no doubt that this idiot was the one who did it, even though he still.
I mean, think about you gonna be killing your own son, though. I know, like, people do end up killing their spouses. Like, I mean, that's been going on for like forever.
Yeah.
But like killing your own children like that, bro. Yeah. Like he shot his son twice with a shotgun.
Shotgun, bro. That is brutal.
Brutal, bro. Like that's like, oh my god.
Shotgun, and then the wife with a rifle.
With an assault rifle. Yeah, he shot her 4 to 5 times exactly. So his intentions were to like, I'm gonna kill him.
Well, my thing is, this guy and his family were corrupt years and years and really generations before him. So I don't understand how this was not. Well, I do understand, because there's certain people in this country who could get by and skate under the line, right, without being exposed. But at the same time, this guy had like breadcrumbs leading up to him doing some shit like this, right? Because first, in 2021, we was just reading that he faked his own shooting.
Yeah, he faked his own death for insurance fraud.
Yeah.
This guy's not an intelligent lawyer. Who the fuck let him pass the bar exam?
Exactly. Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So he got shot in the head. The bullet grazed his head. But it was for insurance fraud, for what I was reading. I guess the insurance policy was in his son's name. So somehow, some way, his son was going to get the $10 million payout. But I'm like, why are you doing that if you're not going to even be here to reap the benefits of that money? But he hired somebody to shoot him. That person wound up, I guess after the police investigation, up, confessed. They arrested him. Then he confessed.
Yeah.
And then they arrested Murdaugh for falsifying, I guess, this attempted murder on his own, I guess, life that was fake.
Yeah. I mean, insurance fraud is a felony.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Insurance fraud is a felony, especially life insurance.
Yep.
You will go to fucking jail.
Yep. I don't know if he did jail time from that, though.
Yeah, I don't know either. He probably, scuffled his way out of that somehow, some way.
Yep.
But yeah, this guy had a history of committing fraud.
Yep.
He was embezzling his law firm. I think he stole $1 million or something, according to some news source I read. I think it was Wikipedia, or it could be CNN.
Yeah, before he got fired, right?
And then his family told him, you got to leave the firm.
Yeah.
And I think he's been having like financial issues.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I don't know. He could be he's a narcissist. He's a psychopath.
Oh, for sure.
And I think that probably led him to like, okay, like maybe I gotta get rid of these two.
Yep.
Somehow figure out a way to cap the money or whatever.
That's what it was. It was the money.
Yeah, it was from money. It was well thought out. And
I think that
he also made excuse about being paranoid, and because of the paranoia, he was lying.
Yeah.
And I don't know how the law enforcement bought that. I'm like, whatever.
I do, but I think when you talk about in the manner of him killing his wife and son,
Mm-hmm.
shooting them so many times viciously with a shotgun and then a rifle, I think it plays into the insurance fraud part, right? Because obviously he already has a history of attempting his own fake murder.
Yeah,
that didn't work.
Yeah.
So then he fast forward. Okay, the next plan I can concoct, I'll make sure that whenever I do another murder plan, I'm gonna make sure that these people are dead. And I think that's where you get the shotgun shot twice.
Yep.
And the son shot twice with the shotgun, and then the wife shot 4 or 5 times with the rifle, because he was like, "Hey, I'm about to make sure they're dead, and then I get this money." But I think it plays into, obviously he's a narcissistic, crazy, mental fool. But I think, from his history, he was definitely trying to make sure that the job was done correctly this time.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, these type of stories, you hear that, you know what I mean? Like people committing insurance fraud, killing their family members or whatever. You're gonna get caught.
Yeah.
I don't think, maybe a handful of people have made it out somehow, but those insurance companies, they do their due diligence.
They don't want to pay.
They do. Absolutely, they don't want to pay that money.
Nah.
Insurance companies are in the business of not helping you.
They are.
So I don't know, because you have to figure out the whole scheme if you're gonna pull out some sort of a scam like this.
Yeah.
Like every little thing that that the insurance company's gonna check against, you have an answer for.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think this guy, I mean, he's intelligent, but he fucked up times before, so he had a history.
Yeah.
He didn't have a clean track record.
Yep.
And it ended up him doing this, and now he's convicted. Multiple lives.
It's crazy. It's crazy because I bought this house back in November, and usually when you go through the home sale process, I just got the basic insurance just to get the loan process done and complete. But a couple of weeks ago, I went back to check, what my home insurance was, and I like to have max coverage and everything, right?
Yeah.
So I contacted the home insurance company. And I'm like, yo, let's go down one by one, and I just want to increase my coverage in every situation: flood, earthquake, everything, fire. I want to max out everything, right? And I don't know, maybe in my mind, because I'm not like a mass murderer or somebody killing their family like this fool did, but I guess it sent off red alert to the home insurance company, and they started asking me a slew of questions. Why do you want to do this? Well, how long have you had this policy? How long have you had this plan? And I'm like, yo, I'm getting frustrated in the beginning because I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like, what are you doing? Like, increase my stuff. Let me pay for the difference so that I could be fully insured in case something happened, right? I don't want the basic insurance for my home, right? And they go through this whole process. Then they transfer me to somebody else, I guess the specialist. And then they go through the same thing. But looking back, I realized they doing this because I guess it sends them red alerts that I'm just readily calling to increase my.
It's because you went through such an extreme change of behavior.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess to them.
He had basic insurance. Okay, that's fine. But now all of a sudden he wants to cap out on everything. So what is this?
Yeah.
This is out of the blue.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why.
Yep. Yeah. So I thought that was crazy because I'm like, man, why are these people acting like this? But then I realized, like, oh yeah, it's probably giving.
They're trained against that, I guarantee.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
This is like a very because most likely you're trained against two different ends, right? Like two opposite of the pole.
Yep. And that the judge that convicted him, I just saw that yesterday actually.
Yeah.
The judge that convicted him. First off, I like this judge. He sat on he was the presiding judge for another high crime. I can't think of it. I think I'll probably mention it the next podcast we record. But he sat on another high profile murder of a man killing his family and kids in South Carolina. Was it South Carolina? I think it's South Carolina, right?
Judge name is Clifton Newman.
Yeah, I like him. I mean, he has a good consonance about him. He's very reserved, and I think he's really fair in his rulings. And in his pre-ruling speech, you know, he really breaks down these convicted murderers, and I like how he talks to them in such a humane and really, I guess, at their level way. But I thought he did a phenomenal job. One, and obviously in his judgment and his ruling of convicting Murdaugh of double life sentences.
Yeah.
But overall, from watching his previous high-profile case too, I thought he was a phenomenal judge.
Yeah, he's very composed, very methodical.
He is.
So yeah, he's this guy Murdaugh. He's gonna. Yeah, I think he's going to what is it called? He's not gonna. I think he's gonna appeal.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He's gonna play the system. He even after when he got a chance to speak, he was saying how innocent he was.
Yeah, he said he didn't kill after he got convicted by the judge. He said, "No, you're not." He's fucked. I mean, he's done.
Yeah, he's over.
Because the latest evidence practically states that there was a video where his son said that like most likely my dad is gonna kill me.
Yep.
Because you can start to understand it, because if you're living with your father for 22 years,
you
kind of understand his tendencies, what irritates him, what gets him angry, you know, all of the subtleness.
Yeah.
And I think when something's about to happen to you like that, you kind of know, you kind of get this feeling.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
That, even Pop and Biggie, they said, you know, they eventually knew that they were going to die.
Yeah. Malcolm X too.
Yeah.
He definitely knew before he was dying.
When you're a self-aware person, you kind of understand, like, especially when you're about to get murdered. Like, natural death is like different, but like when you're about to get murdered by someone else is you know, it's slightly different too.
Yeah.
But yeah, but this guy, you know, he's been convicted. He's gonna go to jail, but hopefully he stays that way.
He better stay in there till he's dead and rotten.
And I really like what the I don't know if it was the Attorney General or the local law enforcement office of that county.
Yeah.
He made a speech after the judge convicted him. He said, like, you know, this shows that the law does work when it wants to work.
When it wants to.
And that no matter how powerful or well connected you may think you are, the law will eventually get you.
Good. Yeah.
So, and I kind of like that.
I do.
You know what I'm saying?
I do. Especially in today's time, I definitely.
Yeah, because if you come from an affluent family, you kill somebody, you cannot fucking get away from that.
No, you can't. You can't.
You can't just fucking claim insanity all the time. That's bullshit. That's a cop out, and I think that shit has been put in there for you know all these fucking mass shooters. Those who don't end up killing themselves, these motherfuckers all innocently get arrested. The cops just take them like dope. In other countries, they was beating the living fuck out of this dude.
Bro, in this country, if you're not of a particular group, you're not making it to getting handcuffed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you commit a mass murder by the statistics and you not of a particular group, you ain't making it to a trial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, like that kid who killed bunch of people in, I believe it was Buffalo, New York. Either was a grocery store.
Yeah.
He killed like 8-9 people, and cops just took him. Like, and now he's like claiming I'm insanity.
Oh yeah, I think his name was Dylan.
Dylan something, yeah.
I forgot his name, but he was a character. He was in Carolina, one of the Carolinas, when he shot up all the black people in the church.
Yeah. There was another incident. Yeah, you're right about that.
They took him to Burger King after they arrested him to make sure he was
well
good to go.
Fat, you know, he got his Whopper. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, he was good to go.
Yeah.
So if you ain't of a particular group, you ain't making it to trial. You know what I mean? So, that's another story for our justice system.
Yeah, it's a very fucked up situation. Things seldomly change, you know. So, and I was reading, I think this morning, that today is actually the 58th anniversary of the Selma to Montgomery incident that happened in Alabama about 1956, I believe.
Yep.
You have any thoughts on that? Like, if you're gonna recollect and think about what happened, what it meant to you, anything like that?
Yeah, I think this is. This is one of the times to where the end result of protesting had an impact, but it had an impact at the cost of people losing their lives and being hurt. Because, me personally, I am not an advocate for protesting when it comes to the Black community. I think it's ineffective. I think it's time wasting. And I think it's one of the things that the system, the government, and the country has enabled us to do because they know that's all we will do. Right? There's no real change after that. However, this is one of those times to where it was effective, but sadly it was effective at the cost of a lot of people's lives. And I think I was reading, it started with a small group of 600 people, fighting and protesting. And then it grew to, I think, 25,000, over 25,000 people.
Yeah.
And by that time of it growing, a lot of people were, murdered and hurt by the police during their peaceful protesting. So while I'm not an advocate, this was definitely a monumental time in America's history because it impacted voters' rights. You know what I mean? And that's something to take away from it, even, I guess, in my disagreement of protesting.
Yeah, I mean, an incident of that magnitude really did get people off their couches to support that cause that were never going to do so.
Yeah.
And because of that, the civil rights movement really went like in a hyperdrive.
Yeah, for sure.
And then right after that, you saw, the Vietnam War and the hippie movement and all that shit. That's when you really saw like people coming out on the street, and willing to like not just protest, but like be more aggressive.
Yeah.
And then you saw the state be aggressive towards them back, so people were willing to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, all throughout, I would say in human history, I would say maybe in the modern history, last 100 years or so, you always see that. You know what I'm saying? There will be some protests, there will be, and then a violent reaction by the government.
Yeah.
And then that's gonna lead to a revolution. That's what happened in China, in Vietnam, in Korea, in Pakistan, India, Iran, the Iranian Revolution. Same thing. People were protesting peacefully, and then the Shah of Iran went hard at the protesters, and the protests actually turned into a bloody revolution.
For sure,
like thousands of people died.
For sure, and I just, for me personally, I just think for my people, for the Black community, it's protesting historically has just been ineffective when it comes to systematic changes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It does nothing. And I want us to do more. I want us to be in position of power, in a position of authority. I want us to position ourselves systematically, in this country to be able to enact real change. Right? Not just having a sign and marching around a building saying no justice, no peace for 1,800 hours to then 2 weeks later, not being remembered, and now you're back at home going to work and the same issues still plague our people. You know what I mean? So,
I think you and I have spoke about this in earlier episodes where we were talking about like if people really want change, right?
Yeah.
Not just for like theater purposes, you need to bring change at the local government level.
Yeah, for sure.
At the county level, at the local city council level.
Yeah.
The educated, the well-known people of the community need to stand up for these elections and then push change from there.
For sure. 100%. And that's the only way we're going to get change, because like I said before, or I insinuated before, when things happen, against a particular group in this country, laws change.
Exactly.
Systems change.
Because at the local level, you can change the school council, right? You can get budgets for better schooling, better teachers, better infrastructure.
Yeah.
You can also have direct control over the police department.
Yep.
You know exactly who's going to be hired and who's not going to be hired. Yep. You can dictate the training of the police, how it interacts with the local community.
Yeah.
Which is these are the two most important things: your education system at the local level,
and your law,
and your law enforcement.
Yep.
I mean, if you fix those two, you've literally fixed the community.
Yep.
You can bring people up.
That's what's going to enact change.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate. I think, like you mentioned, historically, this was monumental for us.
Yeah.
In our community and for voting rights, because we were just talking about President Johnson passing that Voters' Rights Act in 1965 after these people were killed and injured from protesting. So it definitely brought change.
Yes, it did.
Which obviously was a good thing. It's just it's sad that it was at the cost of lives.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's always the case. I mean, yeah, even when the act was passed, it didn't mean people were still allowed to vote. I mean, people were doing literally everything they could to prevent people from voting.
Yeah, it
could be harassing violently, or any other means. You know what I'm saying? Discarding their votes after they voted, burning their votes, whatever.
Yep.
So it was not like, okay, it's enacted and boom, all the problems are solved. I mean, problems still continue to occur, but eventually there was a breakthrough moment.
Yep.
And I think that was like the Vietnam War that kind of really broke the old legacy shackles.
Oh yeah.
Because when we went into Vietnam War, and you just saw everybody getting pulled in. No matter if you were white, black, it don't matter. Your ass was going to the draft.
Yeah.
And people were. I mean, we lost 80,000 people, and 80,000 soldiers died
in Vietnam.
Yep. And I think 300 some plus thousand were permanently disabled
for a war that we didn't ultimately win.
Yeah, we did not win that war. No. We lost to a bunch of rice farmers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's who they were. I mean, these guys were revolutionaries. These guys were guerrilla fighters.
Yeah.
And you were fighting them in the jungle, where mosquitoes, all sorts of insects, dirty water, and they used all tactics that they possibly could to, it's war. There is no fucking rules in war.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? Like we created the modern rules of war, like United Nations of
right.
How to treat a POW,
rules of engagement, code of conduct,
exactly,
stuff like that. But I think it's similar to the Afghanistan war. And when you talk about Vietnam, we didn't win that war. By no means did we win the Afghanistan war. I don't care what the media tells you. I don't care what the government tells you. I don't care what your military tells you. There is no way that we were in a country for 20 years, enacted zero changes. We leave that country. It was the same as when we got there 20 years before, and we won a war.
Yeah.
They beat us because obviously we were on their terrain. But more importantly, we were in their culture. And you do not defeat cultures.
No.
You know what I mean? You cannot defeat an entire culture that goes back thousands and thousands of years. You can't. I mean, this is Afghanistan, right? So
no. The terrain there is absolutely brutal. You can't bring tanks and heavy armor vehicles. You got to be on foot.
And you can't. How do you beat somebody that will sacrifice themselves? You know what I mean? You can't defeat a mentality where they say, all right, I'll take myself out along with 45 other people. You know what I mean? You can't beat that.
Yeah, no, you can't. So modern warfare is very, very different than the wars of the previous times. You know what I'm saying? Like where two armies met at a battlefield and dueled it out.
Exactly. And this is the problem that specifically that I've had with I guess the Democratic Party, because they were reluctant to move out so fast of Afghanistan. Where Trump got in there, even though he's a fucking idiot, he got in there. He's like, yeah, let's just move everybody out. I kind of agree with that stance because there was no winning that thing, especially in this end time of that war. There was no winning it. And we saw that the day the last American soldier was flown out of that place.
Yeah.
Taliban took back over.
Yeah.
They overran the city. The Afghan president ran for his life.
Yep.
And got out of there. And then
it was broadcast. Like you said, that was being literally broadcasted on live television.
You
see it on CNN. like the American soldiers guarding the airport in Kabul.
Yep.
And you see the embassy folks and other Afghanis going into the airplane.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That was it. And by that time, from that video, the Afghan president was already gone the week prior.
Yeah.
Once we flew out, Taliban came, took over Kabul, took over the capital.
Yeah.
And they still to this day control and own all facets of Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Where was the victory? And that's similar to Vietnam.
Yeah, nothing changed.
Nope.
You spent 20 years, I don't know how many people died on both sides, and you wasted a tremendous amount of wealth.
Yep, 100%.
I don't know, it was like the Afghanistan war and the Iraq war together, I believe they were saying somewhere around $7 trillion that they wasted.
Yep, $7 trillion.
$7 trillion and if you drive around the cities of Philadelphia, San Francisco, fucking Baltimore City, St. Louis, Flint, Detroit, some cities in the South, yes, they're fucking dumps.
Yep, exactly.
You see drug addicts, there's like literally videos on Twitter, you can just see there's zombie land. People are tweaking literally in the middle of the street. People are tweaking. There's no cops, nothing.
Yep. And
this is what has happened to this country. It's completely gone down to the shitter.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the fuck.
Politics. Yeah. Flint still don't have drinking water. Ohio trains can't fucking stay on tracks.
Yo, if you live in Ohio, get the fuck out of that state, dog. Leave. You know what I'm saying?
Sad, but for real.
Yo, you gotta get the fuck up out there. There was another train derailment literally a day ago, yesterday.
That's crazy. In Ohio?
Yes, they told the whole town stay indoors because that's really gonna help. Look. You know what I'm saying?
And they was mad at LeBron James all those times for leaving Cleveland.
Thank God LeBron left. Fuck that shit. And fuck Cleveland and fuck Cincinnati. I hate those two cities. Because I'm a Pittsburgh fan. Fuck yo.
You're a Pittsburgh. I'm from Detroit, so I ain't got no love. I ain't got too much love for Ohio, so.
Yeah, it's definitely time to move. If you live in California, Ohio, if you live in one of these dumpster states, you got to get the fuck up out of here. One more thing we forgot to mention. The Chicago mayor,
yes,
Lightfoot, she lost.
That. She did lose. But the thing about it, the thing that really baffles me is she blamed it on her being a black woman in America about why she lost. And I'm like, one, obviously the facts say that she lost to a black man, so race has nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with
it. And then number two, I mean, she was completely fucking incompetent the entire time.
This bitch was out to lunch, though.
She was the worst for Chicago. She was the Kwame Kilpatrick of Chicago that we had in Detroit. I don't know if you know who Kwame Kilpatrick was.
No, but we had a similar crackhead mayor in D.C. I forgot this motherfucker's name.
Oh, actually, side note, speaking of that, did you see the mayor of College Park? He just got arrested for child pornography.
Yes. Yes. I did see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But all
of these, I think he met the vice president recently too.
He did. Yep, he did. He was actually a prominent little mayor down here in Maryland, and got arrested for I think 17 different counts.
Yeah,
child pornography, which is insane.
Man. Yeah, but Lori Lightfoot, I'm so glad because Chicago deserves better.
Oh, for sure, man. All of the, especially cities that are primarily minority cities who have issues with crime, education, and city funding, they deserve better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
it was getting so bad that like big investment firms were moving out. And you don't want that because they provide extremely high paying jobs.
Yep. You do not at all.
Because Chicago was a complete fucking dump.
Yeah.
I mean, it was considered a murder capital of America.
Yeah. For a lot of years.
Yeah.
For a lot of years.
I mean, right now St. Louis took it.
St. Louis, Detroit, Baltimore was up there. Detroit, DC, those were like top 5. I don't know.
DC last year 237 murders last year.
That's crazy.
In the nation's capital, bro.
And then now Memphis is
coming up.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, Chicago right now I think is number 6 or something like that in the state for the highest level of murders. But yeah, I'm so glad she's fucking gone. She's completely useless.
She was,
and hopefully this does bring change.
And thinking like we said, those cities deserve better. When I go to like a city like Baltimore, it's a beautiful city.
Yeah, man.
It's thriving, but yet you have two sides. You have a huge IT and medical side of Baltimore that is just completely thriving. You got a side that's beautiful that, you can go to restaurants and bars and bring your family to, and you're like, man, this city has so much rich history, specifically when you talk about Black people during the Harriet Tubman trade train and I'm looking for a word, I can't think about it, but specifically historically for Black people, when you talk about the history, a city like Baltimore, and it's just an example, it's rich in history and it's a beautiful city, but then you got the side that's fucking ain't getting no funding for education. The kids are failing and ain't going to the college. The college graduation rate or high school graduation rate is terrible.
The kids can't read. Dude.
It's terrible.
Like you mentioned, Baltimore. The areas around the harbor, absolutely magnificent.
Yeah.
I go there, in the summer.
And it used to not
amazing restaurants.
Yeah.
You enjoy your time. Literally, if you go 1 mile into the city, I'm like, bro,
it's a dump.
I feel like I'm in a fucking some third world country.
Yeah, it's a dump. And that's the thing that when I think about Chicago's the same way. It's so rich in history.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I don't know if you remember the Black Wall Street, but historically,
it was burned down.
Yeah, like we have so much history and power, and the city is so beautiful. Yeah. But yet you got incompetent fucking idiots like Lightfoot leading it for so many years. And if it ain't Lightfoot, it's just minions like her. It's just replications of her.
Yeah, you can create these type of fucking zombies, right? Yeah. I mean, people like her, you can literally purchase.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you're going to say this, you're going to do that, you're going to stand for this, you're going to do that.
Exactly.
She was more for theatrics and like, okay, Black Lives Matter, you can protest. But okay, that's fine. You can do all of those things. But like, what did you do for the city? Did you bring down the crime? Did you go into the inner cities to figure out what is really causing people to kill each other in masses like this? And how can I stop this?
And that's the issue that I have with her. Chicago crime rate was one of the highest ever historically while she took over. But yet when she get up in front of these press conferences and when she get interviewed by these journalists, she's so defensive and disrespectful and acts, she carries this arrogant and egotistical, vibe and personality to where she's confrontational, right? And it's like, okay, Black people, one, are losing their lives in your city at a rate that's the highest historically.
Yeah.
But yet you want to get up here with an attitude and be confrontational with people. And that made her famous, right? Because all of her confrontations.
She's the snapback queen.
Yeah, exactly. That made her famous, and it's like, but it's at the expense of Black people dying.
Right? But I'm just saying, you are a mayor of a major city of this country.
Yeah.
You are not a fucking DJ. You're not a rapper.
Exactly.
Like, bitch, you ain't you a politician, bitch. There's some protocols. Exactly. She looks like fucking Chris Rock from New Jack City, dog.
You stupid.
Remember when he was in the crack house? Yeah. This bitch look fucking dumb as fuck, dog. No, I swear to God, I hope Chicago gets a really aggressive mayor.
Yeah.
And these people come heavy.
Yeah.
With law enforcement, clean up the city, and really, put law and order in the city of Chicago. And because the violent gangs that are now out of control, it's causing everybody else in the city to be like, it's demotivating. You want to get the fuck out. You don't want to raise your kids in there, bro.
No, heck no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck wants to raise you? You send out your kid to get something, and you don't know if he's gonna come back.
Yeah, hell no.
As soon as summer starts, the killing season starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It don't even take the summer to start for
or a federal holiday. Like Memorial Day, I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of people getting blasted.
4th of July.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Juneteenth.
In the summer,
Yep.
The summer is a killing season. It's a hot on this bitch. It's a good enough reason. That's what 50 said.
But to wrap it up, did you see the Chris Rock new stand-up on Netflix?
I have not. I need to check that out. Yeah, but I'm going to be checking that out. Hopefully he's shitting on Will Smith most of the time.
You know what, man? So I had a chance to watch it last night before I quickly fell asleep on it. It was terrible. It was terrible. I always had an issue with Chris Rock anyway, because I believe he was one-sided in his comedy, just to say the least. I feel like he tried to appeal to one particular group, right? And it kind of convoluted his comedy.
Yeah.
But then during, I would say, the last 5 years, during his last 2 or 3 stand-ups, he was amazing, right? And I'm like, oh, yo, he bringing different message.
Yeah.
He's bringing awareness to certain type of things. But after watching yesterday's Netflix special, either he's lost it or he's just fucking terrible at what he does, because it was terrible.
I can't even remember his last one when it came out. Yeah, but
it was like 2019. Yeah. 2019 or 2020, he did one on Netflix.
Okay.
I think it's called Tambourine or something like Tangerine, I think it's called. But it wasn't good. I don't think he ever got into a flow, and I'm not going to spoil it for the people who haven't seen it.
He's too mainstream to be taking chances like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's too Hollywood.
And not just Hollywood. I believe he's too right-winged. And this is one of the things that if you ever go back, if you like comedy and you like stand-up, if you ever go back and you follow Richard Pryor, right?
Mm.
When Richard Pryor started, before he blew up to be the Richard Pryor that we know, he was completely different. He was trying to appease one particular group, and he was proper. He was white-collared. He was very sophisticated in his comedy.
Yeah.
And he was, at the end, as a result of that, fucking trash.
Yeah.
And then he got the epiphany, let me be me. Let me be who I am. And that's where you get the vulgar, real, authentic, genuine Richard Pryor that we know now.
Yeah.
That we consider him now the GOAT of all comedy. Yeah. And I think Chris Rock got in that phase of trying to appease one particular group.
Yeah.
And he was never able to get out of that. And when you watch yesterday, yesterday it came out, I guess it was apparently live in Baltimore. It was trash. He did hit on the Will Smith topic. I'm not going to really go into details because I don't want to ruin it. But it was more scripted. It wasn't real. It wasn't authentic. It wasn't funny. None of his stuff was funny. He never felt like he got into a rhythm. He did talk about Jada and Will and the smack.
Yeah.
But I think it was definitely scripted and acted out before. It was rehearsed. It was not good. I don't recommend anybody seeing it. But if you just need to put something on background just to pass time, I think you should put it on. But it was complete garbage. He should have 100% destroyed Jada and Will without any question.
Yeah,
nothing's off limits, right? And me particular,
he has a free pass. Literally, you have a free pass.
And the thing about it is, first off, I'm not gonna get smacked in the face and not retaliate. I don't care what you say. But if he gets smacked in the face and not retaliate, and he knows what Will Smith's weakness is, his kryptonite is Jada, right? Because obviously she got his ass.
Mr. Peanut.
Yeah, exactly. She got his ass under a spell.
She looks like Mr. Peanut.
Exactly. Hey, bro, exactly. That would have been, bro. I would have destroyed every ounce of her in every way, and him, right? But he didn't. He went Hollywood. He went soft because he's trying to appease to a particular group. What's going to keep him on TV? But I just wanted to bring that up because when it came out yesterday, I know you'll see the headlines of Chris Rock addressed the Oscar slap and the Oscar altercation with Will Smith. He did, but he didn't. That's all for publicity and marketing. That's all to get you to watch it so they make more money. It was trash. I recommend not even watching it.
Yeah. I'm going to still check it out just to see, what was it about. Mm-hmm. But to be honest with you, my favorite comedian right now is Sebastian Maniscalco. I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't know who that
He's an Italian from from Chicago, Illinois area.
Chi-Town.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. He does his comedy is more physical comedy. He talks about like restaurants, airports, how people behave in the gym or whatever. Like this is a different type of comedy. He does not touch any political, religious, societal stuff. Just regular Joe type shit.
Yeah, for sure.
And him, Bill Burr is also amazing.
Yeah.
Mike Epps. Yeah, Mike Epps, Tim Dillon. Let's see, Dave Chappelle, obviously.
I'm kind of iffy on Dave Chappelle, but Mike Epps is coming to Baltimore in April, so I'm going to get a chance. That's my favorite comedian. I'm going to get a chance to see him.
Yeah.
But before we wrap this up, we have we're going to start having some guest speakers on our podcast in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We actually got one of my good friends who's going to be our first. He's going to be our first podcast guest.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the real estate game, Justin. So he hit me up a couple weeks ago. I need to respond. I did respond. I need to make contact with him and give him a call.
Yep.
And we're going to be talking about some real estate things, specifically in this DC area, but some of the knowledge and education and experience that he's bringing, he's going to be able to help you guys out in this house buying and market game. So
yep.
That's going to be coming soon. And then we got a couple other guests that we're going to bring on, and then we're going to be doing this thing live. So eventually you guys can just go ahead and dial in and log in and then and
talk to us. Exactly. Yeah, we really want to take it to that level. Yeah. Please like and subscribe. And if you haven't, hit the like button, subscribe button, share as many people as you possibly can, because we really do need your support.
For sure.
All right. With that being said, any last words? All right. Peace.
We out.